New photos from Spider-Man No Way Home have been released exclusively from Entertainment Weekly. Let's have a look at them and let's break them down. Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about those photos that have been released by Entertainment Weekly as an exclusive from Spider-Man No Way Home. But if you are new to the channel, before we do get into this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss any more No Way Home news and videos. And with that being said, let's talk about the first image, which is the one with Tom Holland and Zendaya as Spider-Man and MJ. Now, obviously, this takes place right after the conclusion of Spider-Man Far From Home. As we can see, MJ is wearing the same clothes as she did. Now, presumably, this takes place just after Spider-Man's identity has been revealed by J. Jonah Jameson. And I suppose this shot is probably Peter on the run with MJ, and they are running away from crowds, maybe even police, maybe SWAT teams coming after Peter because his identity has been revealed as Spider-Man. This is probably Peter running away. Now, this isn't anything special, obviously. We saw set photos of Peter and MJ on a big crane at the start of the production of No Way Home as well. So we've seen this sort of stuff before. This is sort of stuff that has been shown in the trailer. Not this exact shot, obviously, but something along those same lines. However, the thing that's interesting about this shot in particular is that, as we can see, MJ is obviously wearing the same clothes that she wore at the end of Far From Home, meaning this takes place directly after. However, Peter is wearing the upgraded version of the upgraded suit. As you can see, the belt is actually different to how it is in Far From Home, because this is the new suit that was designed for this movie. But then if you go back and look at Far From Home, the suit is actually different. It has the black bits on the belt, and the belt isn't actually as pointy as it is on this suit in No Way Home. So what's interesting is, obviously, MJ is wearing the same clothes as she did at the end of Far From Home. However, they are still breaking continuity if this scene is to take place after the end of Far From Home with Peter's suit, as obviously the belt is different and it's the suit that we've been seeing on the set of No Way Home. It's not a very big difference, however, it still does kind of break continuity. I thought that was an interesting little detail to point out. Let's move on to the next picture then, which features Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch as Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. Now, as you can see, this is the same suit that we saw with the MJ shot as well, the upgraded suit, as people are dubbing it. However, what's interesting about this shot is nothing to do with Doctor Strange, as you would think. He still has the Eye of Agamotto, which people have theorized many things about, including Mephisto and things to do with What If, but that's an entirely different video. However, let's still focus on Spider-Man, which I think is the most interesting part of this shot. Now, obviously, these shots, both of them, are going to be shots from the movie. They are screenshots from the actual film, and that's what happens when you give stuff to Entertainment Weekly. You give them shots from the movie, like we saw with Infinity War with Thanos, you know, when he was pulling the moon towards Titan. That was an actual shot from the movie. Now, whether the CGI is actually finished or not is what makes this interesting, because as we know in the MCU, Sony and Marvel tend to touch up Spider-Man's suit a little bit too much for people's liking, because obviously in the older movies with the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield movies, there were a few creases on the costume and it kind of gave that realistic feel to it. You know, it kind of felt like it was an actual costume. Even though it was a $100,000 budgeted costume that Peter Parker could never make, it was still realistic, sort of, because the creases were on there. It felt like it was real. However, in the MCU movies, because obviously the creases are touched up with CGI in post-production, the suit has always felt a little bit more artificial to fans. Now, while it hasn't really affected my viewing in any single way, I didn't really care that it was touched up. Even though I do agree it doesn't look as realistic, I don't really care that much. A lot of people did care. But this suit, as you can see here, has creases along the thigh, it has creases on the waist, and it has creases on the foot, and it has some creases in the arm where the elbow is as well. So whether or not this hasn't been touched up yet, whether this is a shot that hasn't been messed around with CGI a lot and it isn't finished, we are yet to know. But from what it looks like, we might be able to see some creases on this suit coming into this movie. Maybe they're actually listening to the fans and allowing creases to appear on the suit. I'm not so sure. This might not be a finished shot. These creases might be completely gone when the movie actually comes out, so don't keep your hopes up. But with that being said, that is all I've really got to say about these shots. That's the only interesting bits about these shots. They're really cool to see. They're very high quality, very nice to look at, they're very good shots, and I'm very excited for this movie. Hopefully we'll be getting that trailer on October 25th. I want to know what you guys think about the shots though in the comment section down below. Do you think that they will touch up those creases in post-production with CGI, or do you think they're going to leave the creases for the movie? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.